Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dodgers Stadium for tonight's second game of the Spring 2021.
Test. How's the audio?
Test. Test.
We will have a few seconds of silence to honor those veterans who served abroad to protect our freedom. And now the national anthem played by Susanna's son on the trumpet.
James, you there?
I want to take a moment to thank the CMR Unified School District's school board for their actions to allow this game to be played and
Test.
and all the people behind the scenes who assisted.
Yes, sir.
Okay, folks, if you're out there listening to the live stream, give us a shout out if you can hear us, how the audio is. This is our first try at taking over the live stream, so hopefully it goes well.
Let's welcome to the field your Grande High School Eagle varsity football team.
Test. I think we're working.
And welcome to St. Joe's Knights to the field.
Okay, if you can follow this guy, just see what happens.
Okay, folks, test. I think we're doing a little better on the audio. Okay, folks, in the first ever home game, or second home game for the Arroyo Grande Eagles this year.
Yeah, you're looking live here at Doug Hitchens Stadium. We'll be live streaming the clash of the Knights and the Eagles here. Both teams are 1-0. This is the premier matchup on the Central Coast this weekend. We've got spring football coming to you in this strange sports season. And to go along with that strangeness, we got two water polo coaches broadcasting the football game here. My name is Russell Peterson. I'm joined by Coach Stephen Allen here.
I'm here on the mic with you today. I'll be telling you about my glory days of Pop Warner football and how well I can play Madden.
We'll do our best here on this first live stream. This is our first go at it. We're awaiting the coin toss here. As I said, both teams are 1-0. Last week, the Eagles played Atascadero, who they were able to play after a COVID shutdown, little COVID scare with their initial opponent, the Rigetti Warriors, took them out of competition. The Eagles were able to replace them with the Atascadero Greyhounds and defeated them here at Doug Hitchens Stadium last Friday night on a cold and wet day, 33-21. They were led by their running back, Makai Puga, Jr., who had 19 carries for 266 yards and 3 touchdowns. Eagles ran the ball all over the Greyhounds last week, rushing for over 400 yards. The Knights also dominated in their win over Paso Robles Bearcats. They won 44-0. Solid offense and defensive play. And it looks like we are about to get underway here, Coach.
Eagles won the coin toss, right? Elected to kick. St. Joseph has elected to defend the north side end zone.
Coach for the Eagles is Mike Hartman. Coach for the Knights, Pepe Villasenor. If we have any pronunciation issues, go ahead and let us know in the chat. We'll do our best to correct those as we go here. We are preparing for kickoff. Number 3, Nico and Breeze for the Eagles. The senior kicker will get us started here. Sun is getting ready to dip down. We have a beautiful evening here for football in late March here on the Central Coast. And here we go. Short kick. Fielded by the Knights. Tackled by number 27. That is Mark Rush Jr. on the tackle for the Eagles.
Typical Central Coast football going to be played tonight, which is 3 yards and a cloud of dust. Both teams will be enacting this technique.
Knights will start at the 41-yard line here. Quarterback for the Knights is Mark Crisp. He had a great game last week as he hands it off to Darian Langley, the senior running back for the Knights.
Hopefully tonight we'll get to use some of our cool features. We're going to try for replays. We're going to try for a little interviews. We'll see if we can make this entertaining for everybody tonight.
2nd and 3 for the Knights. And the Eagle from their own 48. Takes the snap, play action, pass caught. Travis Royal, the recent transfer from Arroyo Grande to St. Joseph's. The Knights have a 1st and 10. St. Joe's is led by a solid offensive line anchored by Max Steinman and Makai Sapp. That is a rush by Royal. He is going to the left side. He has a hole, and he is down all the way to the about the Eagle 25. We'll have another first down for the Knights.
So a contra right on the ground would be a nice first down.
Yeah, they are rushing to the line, going with tempo here.
First and 10 for the Knights from the 24.
And it is Crisp handing it off. And is Langley. He is off to the races all the way down inside the 5 for the Knights. The Knights are rolling here in business with a first and goal. Once again, they will hurry to the line. Looks like they are more at like the 10-yard line. They spotted him a little further back. Now they stand and look to the sideline.
See what play.
And that is another handoff to Langley. He will run down to about the 6-yard line where he is tackled.
That was a big stop for them. Big stop right there for the Eagles.
Good tackle by Mark Rush there on the stop to prevent the score.
Covell looking to get his defense started here.
That is Langley, and he is through a crease down to near the goal line, about the 1.
Really close, really close. Looks like they're going to hurry to the line again here.
Yeah, Knight's really going with tempo here, it seems like. Chris will sneak it. He will power his way into the end zone, and just like that, the St. Joseph Knights will go up 6-0 on the Eagles on their opening drive.
Well, a big start for the St. Joe's team this today. For them to get out with a 6-0 lead early in the game really gives them great momentum.
Kicking the extra point here will be Brock McCoy, the senior, and he will kick it through, and it is good, and the Knights are up 7-0 on their opening drive. Eagles will look to respond here. Here's the Knights who are picking up right where they left off last week. As I was saying at the start of the broadcast, the Knights won 44-0 over the Bearcats last week. Their quarterback, Mark Crisp, was 12 of 15 for 123 yards and a touchdown. They also had a lot of production from the running back Brett Burris for 175 yards rushing and 3 scores, along with Langley, who was critical on that drive that we just saw. He ran for 17 carries, 95 yards, and a touchdown last week.
Quite the balanced attacks by the Knights right there, though. Really a little bit of passing, a little bit of running. Not quite 3 yards in a cloud of dust like we thought was coming today. So maybe there's a change in the Central Coast around here this year.
Could be, Coach, could be. I know Cal Poly's not running the triple option anymore. I'm glad to see that.
When Cal Poly's not running the triple option, we're really moving along over here in the Central Coast.
I spotted for the radio broadcast for the Cal Poly football team for 6 years, and it was a lot of running in those games. Any games? And that kickoff is lost momentarily, but recovered by Thomas Herlihy, and he will be tackled by Salvador Barragan, the senior from St. Joe's, all the way back at the Eagle 12. Where they will set up shop to try and answer the Knights' swift opening drive.
Kyle Hinsberg is the offensive coordinator for the Eagles. Got a young quarterback for the Eagles looking to get a good start here, so we'll see how it goes.
Quarterback for the Eagles is Max Parrott. He takes the snap, a screen pass over to his receiver, and that is Anthony Palermo. We'll get a short gain there in the screen pass. Parrott made his first start last week, and he didn't throw that many passes.
No, really a big call to start the Eagles with a pass game today, so really big call by Coach Hartman to get them started. I'm not sure if Coach Hartman is a scripted play guy, but we'll see how the game goes here.
Parrott from the pistol, he hands it off to Puga, who ran wild last week against the Atascadero Greyhounds for 266 yards. See if he can have a similar kind of production. I'm sure the Knights will be looking to key on him
That'll be an Eagle first down.
on the defensive side.
Ball spotted.
All you folks on the stream, please let us know if anybody's coming from a distance area, you know, coming from somewhere else, another state,
That is
another
another.
country.
That is another handoff.
Thomas Hurley, the ball carrier.
Hurley, he was on the carry there. Gain for the Eagles.
He's made the tackle.
Got a stack set on the right-hand side here, Coach.
Parrott fakes the handoff, and now he gives it. Excuse me.
Hurley here in the middle again.
Again, Hurley almost set up a manageable 3rd and 3. Coach A has dialed up here for a 3rd and 3.
Ball squarely on the 30-yard line.
No, I think you're okay. I'm just saying, like,
Parrott in the shotgun. His back is to his left, and they've got 3 wide receivers. And he will hand it off once again. And now he is off to the races. That is Puga. He has a first down for the Eagles. He is near the 40-yard line.
Great start for the Eagles so far. Backed up tight to the end zone, able to push through, moving the field position down the field. Well done for the Eagles. A good start here.
Parrott once again needs to be in the modified shotgun. I'm not quite sure. It looks a little off. And that is a big stuff by the St. Joseph Knights. It looks like that tackle was led, that pile was led by Dylan Spies, 6'5", 220-pound senior for the Knights. Now we have an injured player on the ground for the Eagles. We'll take a moment here as the Eagles attend to their injured player. We'll be back in just a moment.
there we go.
Is that better?
Yeah, and then I'll make this guy like a Coach Hartman Zoom.
With the injury on the field here, I noticed we got a couple people shouting out to Russ and Steve here on the mics. Thanks, Buff. Thanks for hearing out. 5 miles out in the ocean, Kurt. That's pretty cool. Pretty impressive that you have internet. Looks like the young man was able to get up. Number 20.
That appears to be Thomas Hurley, the freshman running back for the Eagles. He appears to be walking under his own power. Hopefully he's okay. As we resume play here, the Eagles have a 2nd and 11 from their own 36 after a great defensive stop there. It is Parrott once again in the shotgun. He is back to pass. He is looking for his man, and that is tipped up in the air and nearly intercepted. A great play by Jace Gamble, the senior linebacker for the Knights. Eagles now have a 3rd and 12. This is not really what Coach wants to see here, I don't think.
Yeah, it's tough to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust at 3rd and 12, but luckily the Eagles have shown the ability to pass this today.
They hand it off, and that is once again stuffed by the Knights. We'll see who comes out of that pile there. That is Maximus Steinman, quite the name for a 6'5", 295-pound defensive lineman there. He makes a great play.
295, Coach. That's solid. You got to be 300 pounds.
That will force an Eagle punt, it appears. Seems to be some confusion for the Eagles. we've definitely seen in our water polo games so far some very early season type of mistakes.
Definitely the COVID era has made it hard to get in a rhythm, and then we had to shut down.
That
And he
punt
gets it
is
off.
tipped, I believe. And it will take a friendly Eagle bounce and is down at the 43-yard line of St. Joe's, but that was nearly a disastrous play for the Eagles.
Here you get to see the Eagle coaching staff working hard to create the proper play to make a stop here for Coach Coville and the defensive coordinator.
All right, now the Knights will take their second opportunity here with the ball. Chris will start in the shotgun. He has 3 wide receivers and a running back to his right. He is looking deep. He has Royal deep, and he goes for the one-handed grab, but it is defended. But there's a flag on the play. I believe that was Anthony Reynoso defending. Usually, Coach, in these situations, it's probably a pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, it looks like they're going the other way, though.
Yep, looks like they...
Nope, counting off.
Never mind. Now they're going the other way.
So in high school, is it 15 yards from the line of scrimmage, or is it 15 yards from the point of the
I was
foul?
just going to say that it appears the refs may be in form as well here. That is a handoff
Well, he got him.
Langley, and that is a great tackle.
See him come around the edge right there, see the running back, and take him down quickly.
That
Well
is
done.
That is Mark Rush, the junior linebacker for the Eagles, who has made a couple good tackles here already tonight. Once again, the Knights are going with a hurry up. We are about halfway through this quarter. Play action for Chris. He is now scrambling to his left, trying to find a seam. He has a man, but he is rushed out by... that is Russell Farrell, stud linebacker for the Eagles.
Russell did a great job of getting into the line, pushing him to the outside, using the out of bounds to help get him out.
Also looked like he took away the throwing lane for Chris' outlet receiver there. Now in the pistol are the Knights. 2 wide to his right, 1 to his left. Now the Knights stand up, looking for the play call from the sideline. Chris takes the snap. That's a handoff to Langley, and he has a hole. He accelerates. We have a flag on the field, though, and he is off down to about the 30-yard line of the Eagles, but we have a flag on the play.
Usually that flag in the center there could be a holding call. We'll see what the ultimate call is.
The Knights will be called for holding here, and that will set up a 3rd and long for St. Joe's. Really great turnout there for the Eagles, as they were looking at a big gain from St. Joe's, but the Knights now will face a 3rd and long. Crisp in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's back to throw. He's looking. Now he throws to his left, and the pass is caught by Tyler Williams.
Big
pick
first
up the
down for
first
the Knights
down.
right there. Get them moving along.
It was Kai Thavage pushing him out of bounds to limit the damage. Now the Knights go hurry up. Crisp takes the snap, hands it off, and a great stop by the Eagles. That was Felix Solano who made the initial stop of Brett Burris, the senior running back for the Knights. Crisp once again in the shotgun, handing it off again. Oh, he nearly bobbled the snap there. That is Burris once again, and he is down 18 or so of the Eagles.
Good job by the Eagle defense to gang tackle that. Multiple tacklers on the effect.
Crisp is flanked by his running back Burris, who hands it off to Royal on the wide receiver sweep. Excuse me, that is not Royal. That is himself. Excuse me.
Looks like there's an
Crisp
injury on the
appears to be
field.
shaken up on the play. This could be a big loss for the Knights if he's unable. It looks like it's perhaps a foot issue. We'll take a momentary pause here as he is assisted off the field. Looks like the backup quarterback for the Knights is another senior, Gillen Nickerson.
Eagles looking for a big stop here.
First and goal from the 5, and that is a handoff to Burris, and he is into the end zone right at the pylon. Signal is touchdown for the Knights, and they will take a 13-0 lead pending the extra point. This is Marcois for the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and good. And the Knights take a 14-0 lead over the Eagles with 4:33 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back just in a moment with the Eagles receiving the kickoff. We are back here at Doug Hitchin Stadium. The sun is going down. We have a lovely evening of football still to go. We're well into the first quarter, 4.5 minutes to play. The Knights are up 14-0. 2 quick, crisp drives. And we have a penalty on the kickoff. That's a false start. Let's see what that penalty is here. Appears to be offsides on the Knights. They will back it up and re-kick. Back to receive for the Eagles. Makai Puga, star running back, as well as Adrian Sanchez, also running back. He's a sophomore for the Eagles. Kicking off for the Knights is Brock Marcois, who's hit 2 extra points tonight so far. Knights will re-kick here from their own 35. And he puts a lot of leg into that one. That is all the way back, received by Adrian Sanchez, and he is on the move, and he is quickly and abruptly stopped emphatically by Anthony Moreno, the junior from St. Joe's. Eagles will take the field, looking to answer St. Joe's 2 successive scores here. Coach, I think we had a little more balanced attack than we were expecting from the Eagles last time they were out. They started with a pass. Seemed like maybe they were trying to catch the Knights off guard.
Definitely felt like the Eagles have changed up their attack with the 2021 spring team.
Parrott and his offense look for the signal from the sideline. And he will move to his left. And he throws it away, but there is a big hit there, a big collision, and Parrott is down. I believe it was a big hit delivered by Jace Gamble. And
yeah, when he threw that, he got hit right in the center. I'm going to guess knocked the air out of him. Hopefully, hope for the best for the Eagle quarterback.
We will take a moment here as Parrott is attended to. We hope the young man is okay. Maybe discussing.
Got the sound fixed. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody, for watching The View. We got 64 viewers out there checking us out.
Sure you all hit that subscribe button, AGHS Athletics. Make sure you subscribe whether you're an Eagle fan, a Knights fan, just a casual viewer of Central Coast football. Hit that subscribe button. As Parrott drops back to pass, he looks, and that is dropped by Puga. And that sets up 4th and 12.
Eagles really looking to settle down here with the tough start with the Knights scoring 14-0 first quarter here. Hopefully Eagles can settle down, get themselves some momentum. Big kick here, big defensive stop, and move on from there.
Back to return for the Knights is Oscar Magalon, sophomore for St. Joe's. Kicking for the Eagles is Parrott. He nearly had it blocked last time. We'll see, and the Knights come after him again, but he gets it away. And that is a short kick that will be downed at about the 35-yard line of the Eagles. So the Knights will have great starting field position here.
Yeah, it can't get better. They've had 2 really good starting field positions so far today. Part of that 14-0 score.
Definitely, definitely. They are really coming after and putting a lot of pressure on those punts for Parrott. Might not be able to get all the leg he has into those kicks, having to rush and get those kicks away before they've gotten blocked. Back at quarterback is Nickerson. He hands it off to Royal, who is on a sweep to the left side. He is tackled, hard tackle by Owen McFarland, defensive lineman for the Eagles.
So a little bit about the COVID story for the 2021 Eagles. They started practicing this fall, social distancing, and then by the winter time, we thought it wasn't going to happen, so all the sports switched to the spring sports, and voila, we're back. Spring football. Here we go.
Here's Nickerson. He is still in relief for the original starter, Mark Chris. But so far, so good for the Knights with their backup quarterback in, as Brett Burris takes the ball on the carry for a solid gain on first down.
The Knights are really controlling the line of scrimmage, really getting a good push onto the defensive front of the Eagles.
Nickerson in the pistol. Hands it off once again. That is Burris. He has a solid gain there on first down. It will be 2nd and 2 at the Eagle 24.
2nd down 2. Ball is at the 16-yard line.
The Knights got a couple guys that are playing on both sides of the ball. When you got that kind of size, high school level, playing both sides of the ball, it's pretty standard.
Yeah, there appears to be their left tackle, Maximus Steinman. He made a great play earlier on a defensive play. And now the Knights will add to their lead as Darian Langley finds the crease and accelerates into the end zone to put the Knights up 20-0 with 2:17 left here in the first quarter. They have been nothing but efficient here on their offensive possessions so far in this game.
Yeah, the AG Eagles really need to get a good stop here on the next time the Knights touch the ball.
Extra point from Marcois. It is up and it is good. He has been perfect so far on those attempts tonight.
Yeah, right through the middle. Well done by the kicker.
Knights lead 21-0 over the Eagles here in the first quarter. We've got just over 2 minutes remaining. We'll take a quick break here. St. Joseph Knights have been dominant so far. They lead 21-0 with 2:17 left in the first quarter. They've had very efficient and quick tempo drives so far, led by their rushing attack of Brett Burris. As they kick it away here, that is a great kickoff fielded by Makai Puga. And he is looking for a seam there on his right side, but he is quickly bottled by Bryce Pavlich, Jr. of St. Joseph's.
Yeah, the Knights couldn't have asked for a better start to go 21-0 first quarter, pretty much doing as they wish with the offensive ball.
Yeah, and they're really doing a great job, too, of winning the field position game so far. They've really buried the Eagles back in their own territory, and they've forced some difficult punts for the Eagles that have set themselves up for some great field position. They've not had to travel that far in their 3 offensive possessions. As Parrott comes out to get the Eagles started, he hands it off. No, he keeps it. That was a great play fake by Parrott, and he has a great gain there. He is down at about the Eagle 36. Looked like he had stuck it in the belly of Puga, but he kept it himself at just the last moment and accelerated to the near side here. That's a first down for the Eagles.
Big for the Eagles to get that first down on the first play. Able to get some momentum, moving up the field.
This time he does hand it to Puga, who now has some room, and he moves up to about the 44-yard line.
As expected, the Eagles are going to kind of have a little bit of a slower start. The Knights have definitely been playing some football, working on their skills a little bit more. The Eagles had to return to football like we were talking earlier in the COVID era.
I believe that was Andrew Farrow on the stop for the Knights. 2nd and 2 for the Eagles here. Parrott takes the shotgun snap, fakes once again. He's looking to go straight up the middle, but there is nowhere to go as the St. Joseph Knights defensive line bottles him up immediately.
Yeah, the Knights really took advantage of the line right there. Got up early, in their face, all the way, pushed back. And when the quarterback's trying to go up the middle, it just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, it's really appeared so far that every time the Eagles have tried to test the middle of the Knights defense, they've really been stuffed so far. Had a little more success going on the outside, but going through the middle appears like it's going to be a tough task tonight.
Well, they got the size. The Knights got the size up the middle, as we saw in the offensive line and the defensive line.
Once again, up the middle and no gain. The Knights stuff the Eagles' rushing attempt once again. And Logan Adams and Anthony Moreno in on the tackle. Now the Eagles are faced with
big fourth down.
Yeah, a 4th and 4, and it appears that they are going for a big decision here by Coach Hartman, trying to get some momentum going for his Eagles as Parrott hands it off, and he is stood up immediately in the backfield. That is an impressive play by Sebastian Ramirez, the 5'9", 215-pound senior from St. Joe's, to stuff the Eagles and force a turnover.
Yeah, it looks like the Eagles tried to test that middle again, and St. Joe's were able to sneak right through. Parrott was able to get a big stop.
Once again, story of the game so far, the St. Joseph Knights have great starting field position. They're on the Eagle 40 with a 3-touchdown lead with 6 seconds left in the first quarter. They will probably get one play off here before we switch sides. This is Nicholson once again. We have not seen Chris since he appeared to hurt his foot or his leg, and that is a great tackle there, but
flag on the play.
We do have a flag. Looks like that was Mark Rush once again making the play. We'll see what the flag is.
Which way are they walking this time?
I'm not sure. Last time they started walking one way and then they kind of went the other way, so they kind of confused us. Referees were relying on hand signals here. That is penalty against St. Joseph's. I'm thinking it might have been a block in the back. And that is not the end of the first quarter because we have to run a play, I believe. Cannot end on a penalty unless that is only an NFL rule. So that is the end. Oh, wait a second. We have some confusion.
Back to what you said, Coach, everybody's in a little bit of early season form.
It appears so. The music came on as if the quarter was ending. The refs are looking like they want to run another play. The teams are lined up. The clock has definitely switched back to the 12-minute mark for a new quarter.
Well, while we're getting the officials to figure out what's going on here, we're going to throw up our subscribe screen. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget, if you want to keep getting things like this going, keeping the live streams going, donate to AGHS Athletics.
We have an untimed down here. Did not end the quarter there on a penalty. It will be 1st and 10 for the Knights. It is a play action, attempted screen pass to Burris. but it is dropped incomplete, and that will end the quarter.
Brett Lewis has intended receiver. Bring up a second down.
It's been a dominant game by the Knights so far. We'll be back in just a moment. The sun has gone down. It is a lovely evening here on the Central Coast for some March football. We'll be back in just a moment with the Eagles and the Knights battling here at Doug Hitchens Stadium. There, but we have a trick play here, handoff, and that is nearly picked off. It was a handoff to Oscar Magalon for the Knights, and an attempted pass downfield broken up by, I believe it was Christian Camacho. There's a group of Eagles there to break up the pass. It was nearly picked off. The Knights try a trick play there on 2nd and 20, now setting up 3rd and 20 after a block in the back earlier to end the first quarter.
Thought they had a chance for the interception there. Well done by the Eagles defended.
Yeah, they had a great shot there at that pick, but the Knights are now backed up 3rd and 20. The Eagles desperately need to stop here. It is Nickerson, and that is a handoff to Burleson, and he is going to be well short of the first down. He is down to about the Eagle 40. And the Knights appear to be sending out their punting unit.
It was the first stop for the Eagles, though. Well done by them. Got their first stop, just needed to change sides. Like I said, we think the Eagles are going to really improve as the game goes along here.
Yeah, it's only their second game. It's the second game for both teams. Eagles seem to have a pretty young squad as they nearly get to that punt.
Oh, that was close. Big,
no one seems to know where it's going, but it takes a great bounce for the Knights. It's down there. That was Marcois on the punt. That was nearly blocked. I believe that was Cal Capacho that nearly got to that one. Now the Eagles will take over once again with difficult starting field position from their own 20, but after a stop this time, now they hand it off once again, testing the middle of that St. Joseph's defense, and once again the Knights respond with a good stop. Eagles get a couple yards there perhaps, but not much room there.
Yeah, it looks like the Eagles are maybe trying to wear down the middle, grind through them slowly but surely. That way, that 3rd and 4th quarter, they can really dominate in the middle.
Parrott looking to the near side, and that is a pass that is dropped by Anthony Palermo.
Eagles looking to get some momentum here. Getting a good second down, trying to stop these, prevent these 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, they once again find themselves here in a 3rd and 9 as Parrott drops to pass. He looks, he has time, he throws it deep, and that is incomplete. That was intended for Anthony Palermo, but it was a little high out of his hands towards the sideline. That would have been a really tough grab.
Tyler Williams defending on the flank for the Knights. Bring up 4th down.
All right, that will bring out the punting unit, which is Parrott. He's handling the punting duties as well as quarterbacking here for the Eagles. Knights have brought a lot of pressure so far on the punts, and they do again, and this time they get to it. That is a block by Tyler Williams of the Knights, and it is still being fought for, and the Knights will once again have great starting field position, their best starting field position. They've really been putting pressure on Parrott there on those punts, and they finally got to him that time for a block. Once again, that was Tyler Williams, the senior for St. Joseph, who made the block. Couldn't quite see who came up with it. There was a good scrum for the ball, but the end result is the Knights have the ball at the Eagles 15 with a 1st and 10. Still looks like we've got Nickerson in there at quarterback. He hands it off. He nearly drops the ball, but he will scurry all the way inside the 5. That is Langley, who kind of did like a behind the back almost with the football there. Looked like he was about to drop it, but he recovered and then was able to keep running and get all the way inside the 5. Nickerson will be in the pistol here. They have 2 wide to their right, 1 to their left. The running back is Langley. Nickerson surveys the defense, takes the snap, hands it off to Langley, who will fight to the goal line, and the referees signal touchdown. And we appear to have the scoreboard out here at Doug Hitchens Stadium. Not quite sure what is going on over there, maybe a loss of power, but that will make it 27-0 for the Knights. We got the extra point coming up here. Looks like we got our scoreboard coming back on. There's 10:29 to go here in the second quarter. The Knights looking to take a commanding 4-possession lead. The extra point is good once again by McCoy, who's been perfect on the night. 4 for 4 on his extra points and a couple great kickoffs as well. The Knights are up 28-0 on the Eagles.
Yeah, he's done a really good job on his kickoffs. Really been able to pin the Eagles back. We haven't been able to get too much distance on the out of the special teams for both teams. Has really done a good job.
We've hit on it a couple times, but field position really has been the story of the game so far. The Knights' ability to pin the Eagles back in their own territory deep and set up difficult situations. And the Eagles have given the Knights pretty great field position so far. Part of that's been the great rush on the punts that the Knights have had, including a blocked punt just now in the last series that set them up at Eagle 15 and gave them an easy path to the end zone. We are set for the kickoff here. And it will be McCoy once again.
Okay, let's go Eagles. Let's see if they can get themselves a big run back here. Try and get the field position a little better and get some, as we've been saying over and over, get some momentum.
Yeah, it looks like they've got 3 guys back to field this kickoff. As McCoy has booted it just about to the end zone every time. And this one's a little bit shorter. It will land short. It might have been intentional. A little bit of a pooch kick there. I believe that was fielded by Adrian Sanchez for the Eagles. And once again, the Eagles will have difficult field position at their own 20-yard line.
I think their best field position has been 25, maybe. They haven't really been able to get anything started or close to it.
Yeah, they've had their last drive was their best drive for sure. They got that started with an option play by Parrott, and he kept the ball and got a good gain, but a couple stuffs up the middle, and the Knights were able to force the Eagles to punt, and that led to that blocked punt on the last possession. Parrott now on the shotgun. He has 3 wide to the near side, 1 to the far side. It is a handoff, though, once again to Puga.
Puga looking to attack that left side there. See if he can get through there. The Knights do a good job of getting that linebacker up in there, tackling him early.
2nd and 10 for the Eagles on their own 19. They now switch sides, 3 wide to the far side, 1 to the near side. Puga to the right, and he goes to his right, and he is once again stuffed.
Looks like the Knights are very animated tonight, real excited. They knew that this matchup was the real deal. This was the Central Coast matchup that people have been looking forward to. I think we're all looking forward to see Rigetti play also, but St. Joe's, AG, both coming in with wins. This was the big one to start the season.
Yeah, the only matchup of 2 1-0 teams this week, and that is a pass that is caught over the middle, fighting for extra yardage, is Landon Potter, who also came in earlier to play a little backup quarterback when Parrott had to momentarily leave, but there is a flag down on the field.
Landon was able to sneak in. The pass from the quarterback was fantastic. It was at a very small seam to get through, got Landon on the move, and now we're hoping the officials aren't going to push the Eagles back, which it's looking that way.
They are backing up the Eagles. Bummer, that was definitely the best pass of the night. Looked like Parrott really stepped into that throw through with confidence. Potter made a great catch on the play and fought for extra yardage. We are backed up for a 3rd and 15 now for the Eagles.
Yeah, 3rd and 15 is tough. Back we were talking about, now they're forced to get into this passing situation, and we probably saw their best pass of the game so far right there early.
We'll look to recreate that rhythm here on 3rd and 15, looking for a big conversion, trying to get something going here on the Eagles. Parrott will roll to his right. He throws for a short gain, and that is another big hit. That is Palermo who makes the catch, and I believe Andrew Chechi, Jr. for St. Joe's on the stop, and delivered a pretty solid hit there. Knights are definitely hitting with authority tonight.
Yeah, we've really seen some big hits by the Knights defense. Eagles are looking to get a good punt here. We've had a couple good bounces. We've been tipped. The punting game has been continuing to evolve as it's gone.
Knights look to show pressure once again on Parrott. And that is a low snap. Parrott gets it away, more of a rugby style kick there. Fielded. That is...
Yeah, great job by the Eagles special teams to really get that off in a dire situation with the low snap. So back in the day when I was in Pop Warner, I was the long snapper. In Lemoore, there wasn't only so many people that could long snap, and I was might have been the littlest long snapper in the world, but I could get it there accurately. 7th grade, that's where the action's at.
Nice, Coach. I can't say I've done any long snapping except in the backyard with my brother. And now the Eagles stand up. That was Burris on the rush, and I believe it was...
That's what the Eagles needed. The Eagles needed a big stop. You hear the roar of the crowd over there, all the parents trying their best to make their noises, and definitely a socially distanced, safe crowd on the far side.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned yet, this is a renovated Doug Hitchens Stadium. We have a new track here. New field. New bleachers that we're sitting on. You can't see them. You can see the home bleachers on the other side that have been there for quite some time. But we are currently sitting. Your view is from brand new bleachers that will eventually be for the away side. I think we've got a mixed crowd over here for the COVID times.
Yeah, you can see on the far side, we got the new press box up. The press box just got installed this week. Literally got to watch it get dropped down with a crane. Not quite the monstrosity of a press box that we had previously, but a pretty good solid setup for him in the future.
All right, Knights go back to work as Nickerson bobbles the snap. He drops it, is able to hand it off. So I believe that was Oscar Maguan. Couldn't quite get a handle on it, did at the last moment, but is quickly tackled.
Glory days.
Finally, once again, the Eagles have the Knights in poor field position, and wow, that is a heavy rush, but they get the handoff away to Burris. He will be short of the first down, though. That was...
They were really close to getting to him early.
They were. That was Zach Clift. He's a great world history student in one of my classes. Came with authority there to try and stuff that play in the backfield. The Knights were lucky to just barely get the handoff away to avoid disaster. Clift was pretty close to really disrupting that play, potentially creating a turnover.
You think Coach Hartman brings it here this part of the game? I mean, we're in the second quarter. You're down by 20. It really looks like they're going to bring it here.
I mean, you got nothing to lose here. I think they're going to come with a heavy rush. That's what it looks like, at least from the formation. And they do. The Eagles coming with pressure. They can't quite get there, but they may be forced Hunter to think twice about what he was doing. Really tried to rush things there, perhaps, and it is a very short kick.
Yeah, maybe 15 yards max, 10 yards.
This might be the best starting position for the Eagles all night here. They're at about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, Russell, definitely the best starting position for the Eagles. Really crucial that Coach Kyle Ongebears is able to get the Eagles off to a good start here.
All right, the Eagles offense will look to get in some rhythm here. Parrott in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He looks. He's firing to the near side. That is Damian Santos, the sophomore tight end for the Eagles, who makes the catch.
In my untrained eye, I definitely think that the Eagles' passing game seems to be the best route for gaining yards against the St. Joe's defense. With the big boys in the middle, it's really tough to keep running up the middle. We'll see what the Eagles employ.
Yeah, they've had a couple good passes here in a row as Parrott hands it off. That is Puga, who is sifting his way through the defense for a decent gain there on first down.
Yeah, impressive job of the juke button in the middle. For my days of playing Madden, I think that was the circle button.
They've now changed that to the right stick, at least on my Xbox. It's a little more user-friendly. Parrott puts the receiver in motion, drops the pass, now throws that slant route once again, and that is Santos once again for a solid game. The Eagles passing game finding some rhythm here.
Yeah, the passing game's really working for the Eagles right now. Moving down the field, up momentum. Back to that big stop they got on the defensive side for him. Really gained the momentum.
We've got about 4.5 minutes left until halftime. Eagles are really desperate to get on the scoreboard here before we go to the half. Parrott once again in the shotgun. He hands it off up the middle, and that is Puga.
That might be the best run they've had through the center too. Really, definitely the Eagles clicking on a couple more cylinders now. Big shout out to Kathy. It sounds like you were a little nervous about our stream earlier, and we're doing okay. Appreciate that.
It is Parrott looking over the defense. Now back to throw again. St. Joe's brings pressure, and the pass is caught once again on the slant route. That is Sanchez who makes the catch.
Well, Coach Hartman warning him to get moving down the field. Well done.
Parrott, hurry up offense. Floats one up into the end zone, and oh no. I believe that may have been picked off. Oh no, it is caught. It's caught, and we have a flag on the play after the play.
Could have been a personal foul.
I couldn't quite see what happened over on that far corner. It looked like to me that the St. Joe's player had gotten his hands on the ball, but it appears the Eagles player was able to come up with the ball.
A catch and then maybe a barking at the official. I don't know what that would be called in football. We would call it taunting in water polo.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct, I believe, is
conduct. That's what I was thinking.
Is the correct term. We now seem to have a stoppage in play as we'll sort out what's going on here.
Looks like St. Joe's calls their first timeout of the half. I even have some timeout buttons over here, so we'll see if they work. Boom. And they work.
Coach, what do you think? What do you think that Coach Villasenor is using this timeout to do? Is this more of a kind of settle your team down, try and stop the momentum? We had kind of maybe a potential unsportsmanlike sort of penalty there. Maybe he's trying to get his guys to calm down a little bit and refocus.
Yeah, I think just like you said, Coach, I think the biggest thing for the Eagles, or excuse me, for the Knights was to settle them down, right? They just got called for the unsportsmanlike. They're doing really well. The last thing you need to do is implode on yourself, and in close games, usually you end up getting yourself before you beat the other team or something of that nature.
The Eagles are at the 1 yard line, looking to power this one in. 3.5 minutes left to go in the quarter. The handoff is to Pook, and he scores for the Eagles. They are on the board.
Touchdown for the Eagles. Huge to go into this. Finish the half, some momentum. Like we said, the Eagles are going to get better as the game goes. Standard Coach Hartman statement is they will always get better as the season goes.
Definitely. I think those of us that are coaching in this COVID season are looking to see some rapid improvement early on. Things are a little shaky, very early season. Sports like football and water polo, though, we've been able to condition for the last couple of months. We haven't really been able to practice, and there's really nothing that can prepare you to play in a game except for playing in games. It's the only way really to truly get better.
Big TD for the Eagles right there, 7:28.
Yeah, the Eagles now will really hope to keep this momentum going. Get a stop here on this next possession. They've settled down a little bit, gotten a couple big defensive plays, couple tackles for a loss. We had one on the last series, forcing St. Joe's into those long third down situations, forcing a couple punts, and that momentum finally carried over to their offense on that last possession. They were able to get in good rhythm, good passing, great passing game. Parrott really settling into a good throwing rhythm, hitting his receivers in stride. Got a great deep pass down the sideline, great catch at about the 1 yard line there.
That combined with the unsportsmanlike cost the Knights a timeout to try and gather their group, and they still gave up the touchdown. Eagles clicking right now.
All right, the Knights will look to answer. Eagles have had a tough time in the kicking game so far tonight. Blocked punt, a couple others rushed, some short kickoffs. Zambriz will look to power this ball deep, and he does. That is the best kick of the night for the Eagles, and there aren't even any St. Joseph Knights back there to recover it. And the Knights will have, I believe, their worst starting field position of the night as the Eagles' momentum carries over to their special teams.
Well done by the Eagle kickers. The Eagles have been fortunate to have lots of good kickers over the years. I know Billy Vintage won. Many good kickers that have gone through. Theaker was the kicker that they just had with that Cal Poly now kicking.
He's kicked a couple field goals and extra points for the Cal Poly Mustangs already. He played, I believe, 2 games so far. I know they got beat up a bit by the UC Davis Aggies, losing the Golden Horseshoe. And the St. Joseph Knights are now back in business. Burleson is fighting for extra yardage. There's a pile of Eagles trying to stop. In on the stop was Aj Farias.
Took a few Eagles to take him down there at the end there, Coach. Big boy on the move.
Yeah, he was really churning his legs, fighting for those extra yards. It took a flock of Eagles to bring him down.
A flock, well done.
It didn't quite roll off the tip of my tongue as I was hoping. It took a moment, but finally came to me. We have a flag on the play, potentially an offsides here. That is Langley who takes the ball on the penalty.
Yeah, the Eagles really are going to look to make a big stop these into the quarter here. If they can get out of this quarter without giving up any points, they're on the move. It looks like the Knights are going to get backed up here. Huge for the Eagles right here.
Yeah, I assumed it was on the Eagles because they didn't stop play. But it appears to be on the Knights. I've done a terrible job of figuring out what the penalties are, so I apologize for that.
Coach Peterson is a rookie in ref communication so far.
That is a handoff to Langley, and he is on the move.
I love that stiff arm he used to get outside there. Stiff arm is one of my favorite things to watch. Nothing better than putting a hand on somebody's face mask and keep on running.
It's a great move. Not so great in the game of water polo, though. Usually results in something bad happening. We have not seen the St. Joe's starting Mark Chris for some time now. He went down with an apparent leg injury or ankle injury. Don't want to speculate too much on that. He was limping off the field. I don't see him on the sideline at the moment, so he might be being attended to. But the St. Joe's offense has not really lost a step, but there they are stood up. Langley is tackled in the backfield.
Big stop for them.
Yeah, that is Zach Clift once again. But the St. Joe's offense has not really lost a step, but there they are stood up. Langley is tackled.
Boom, got the replay of the stop.
Langley's dad played with EG. Oh, really? Yeah, that went back to
It is Nickerson once again in the pistol here. He has two receivers, one on either side. It is another handoff to Langley, and he is once again tackled, tangled up and tripped up by Clift once again, who's made some great plays here on the last couple series for the Eagles.
Fun fact for us that we just heard from Coach Cosby is that Langley's dad used to play for the Eagles. And now Langley is playing for the Knights. Good fun fact.
Definitely a small town, small area. Huge stop there for the Eagles as they will force a punt by the Knights. 4th and 4 from their own 46. And the Eagles are there, and they nearly get to the punt, and we are going to have a penalty called on the Eagles as they take out the punter after he's gotten the ball off. And that will result in a St. Joseph's first down. This could be a disastrous play.
Man, that's a big call right there against the Eagles. Allows them to stay on the field, right?
Yeah, and really the biggest thing is a chance to get a score, another touchdown up on the board, or even a field goal attempt with very little time left here in the half. Eagles had an opportunity to really win the middle 8 here in the last couple minutes of the first half and the first couple minutes of the second half as they will receive the first half kickoff.
Wow. So first down, 15 yards, really what the Eagles weren't hoping to happen at this part of the game.
Now the Knights will get another shot. Nickerson, handoff. That is Langley once again, who is weaving his way down to the 30-yard line of Arroyo Grande. And we have a timeout for St. Joseph's.
St. Joe's using their second timeout of the game. With 55 seconds left, they're going to really control the clock, minimum get a field goal out of this possession, hoping to get a touchdown. We've got a few more viewers now. We're up to 86 viewers. This is great. Thanks everybody for tuning in. If you are coming in from a wild area, you know, outside of the state, anything that's entertaining, please put it in the chat. Let us know what's going on. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hopefully we're getting better as we go here. I know I got to tell everybody about my long snapping days. Really, that was what I was looking forward to today.
I've been practicing for many years, playing Madden, talking to myself, announcing the game. That's about all the preparation I have. And we have a long floating pass up for grabs and brought down, reeled in. That is Takai Miller-Aziz on the catch for the St. Joseph Knights, and they are now in business with plenty of time.
Right here, Coach. They're moving down the field right away.
We have a long floating pass up for grabs and brought down, reeled in.
Very good.
Nickerson hands it off to Langley, and he waltzes into the end zone for a touchdown, nearly untouched there. And the Knights go up 34-7, pending the extra point.
Yeah, big points for the Knights.
Down, reeled in.
Very good.
Nickerson hands it off to Langley, and he waltzes into the end zone. Really great blocking set up by his stout, experienced offensive line there. The Knights have had a lot of big lanes in the running game by those big offensive linemen. The extra point is up and good by Marcois, who has been pretty much perfect tonight. Down, reeled in. St. Joseph Knights hold a commanding 35-7 lead, and with 33 seconds left to go, what do you think Coach Hartman is going to, what sort of strategy do you think he's going to go with here, Coach, with just 33 seconds left to go? They found some rhythm in their passing game. There's a lot of short passes. Do you think they've got enough time to try and get into field goal range here?
Well, down 35-7, you don't want to do anything silly that could basically end the game if you give up a touchdown the other way, but in my opinion, you're playing to get better for the season at this point. You're going to continue doing what you do, passing here, passing there, try and see what you can get out. You definitely don't want to give them the ball quickly here.
I agree. I think we'll see the Eagles try and come out and keep their rhythm, but also try not to risk disaster. We have 3 back returning for the Eagles again, as Brock Marcois will once again kick it away. And the kick is away, and it is once again a shorter kick, a pooch kick down that will go out of bounds, which is a penalty, which will maybe change the scenario here a little bit for the Eagles, as they will have great starting field position.
Yeah, almost their best starting field position of the game right here. Really see if they can maybe get a quick pass play, see if they can get themselves momentum. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, they'll be starting from their own 35 here. We'll see what the Eagles' strategy is. I think that'll become apparent, and it is, even in just the formation. They will be taking a knee here to run out the clock for halftime. And we will head to the locker room here at Doug Hitchens Stadium with the St. Joseph Knights leading 35-7, commanding lead.
Looks like that'll do the quarter right there, Coach. Great job by the Eagles to get themselves that touchdown in the second quarter here, but definitely crucial for them to get a big start here for the second half. Okay, folks, we're going to take a quick break. Everybody, thanks for joining us on the stream. Stick in with us. We have to turn off the stream during the breaks because the music will get us yanked, so enjoy the break. But
Stadium with the second half of action. Little analysis perhaps to start the second half. Sun has gone down, night has settled in, the lights are on. We have Friday night lights here in late March. We'll be back for the second half of action here between the Eagles and Knights. Down, reeled in. Stadium. We are ready for the second half kickoff. The Knights will be kicking off to the Eagles. We've seen a dominant performance by the Knights so far. They're up 35-7 as we start the second half. The kick will once again roll out of bounds for a flag, and the Eagles will have decent starting field position after that flag. That's the second time. It seems like the Knights might be trying to kind of pooch that kick into the corner, maybe trying to create some chaos, perhaps a fumble, trying not to allow the Eagles to field that kick cleanly, but it has bounced out of bounds the last two times, so they might want to change that strategy up. They have some breathing room here to work with, up 35-7. Eagles gained some momentum at the end of the first half, but they had a chance to get the ball back with about a minute and change left, maybe go down and get another score, but they had a roughing the kicker call on the St. Joe's punt as Parrott drops the throw and throws incomplete. Pass intended for Max Wolf, the tight end, junior tight end for AG. That was a huge momentum swing there, Coach. You have a chance to maybe get the ball back, get some points up on the board. Roughing, then we got a roughing call. Leads to St. Joe's keeping the ball. They get a couple good plays and end up scoring a touchdown. We've got a flag on the play here.
Eagles really need some points on the board after these after that halftime. Hopefully Coach Hartman's got them gathered. Looks like they have a tough penalty to get started here in the half. Second down for the Eagles.
Yeah, it looks like a false start. 2nd and 15 here for the Eagles. Parrott is in the shotgun. He has 3 wide receivers to the near side. He will look over that way, steps up in the pocket, throws, hits a St. Joe's defender in the helmet. That is Eric Santalon with the unintended pass breakup. But the result is the same, an incompletion for the Eagles.
I love the Eagles throwing the ball early here, trying to get them off to a good start.
Yeah, they really got some momentum with their passing game there at the end of the half. They had a great possession, kind of working their way down the field with the passing game. The first couple possessions, they were really trying to work the running game up the middle as they do now. And that is Puga working his way, fighting his way across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I love the big, tough run right there. Looks like the Eagles might go for it here on the 4th down and a couple, maybe 4th and 5, it looks like. 4th and 5.
I like the call, Coach. You've gotten your best field position of the night here. You've got a 4th and short. Trust your offense to convert this 4th down attempt. Hopefully keep the momentum going. Parrott drops the throw. He has time, steps up, throws deep, nearly intercepted. It was over the head.
I thought it went through the guy's hands, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that was Joshua Stiles, the junior wide receiver for the Eagles. And it was nearly picked off. I've now
Oh, man, it hit the
missed-
St. Joe's guy in the breadbasket, realistically.
I don't think
Could've
he was
easily
quite
been.
ready for the pass. It kind of sailed through the receiver's hand.
Big turnover on downs right there for the Eagles. Really crucial that Trevor Coville's defense gathers itself, makes a big stop on this first St. Joe's Knights possession here.
Yeah, the Knights will have the ball here at the AG 40. They've kind of been living at this midfield starting field position here all night. Big part of their 35-7 lead. Handoff is to Langley, who is taken down. Looks like that was Zachary Clift once again with a good stop. Looks like he had a hand on the ball trying to rip it out, but wasn't quite able to take it away from Langley, who gets up a little gimpy there.
Good use of the word gimpy, Coach.
Speaking of which, we still haven't seen the starting quarterback for the Knights. Mark Crisp, but still Nickerson, who's also a senior. He hands it off to Burris, who gets a solid gain there.
Flag on the play there. We'll see what the officials call. They've thrown quite a few flags today. I'm going to go, we're at like 7 or 8 flags so far.
That seems about
even,
right.
Been pretty even on both sides. Both people have been flagged. But this flag is massive for the Eagles, right?
Definitely, yeah. St. Joe's are backing up. They had a solid gain there. Now negated and backed up for a 2nd and 15.
They get to replay the down, so Eagles need to make a stop here.
Gillen Nickerson, the senior backup quarterback, in, and he bobbles the snap, and he will be taken down and sacked. The Eagles pounce on the Knights' mistake. I believe that was once again Zachary Clifton on the stop, along with perhaps Christian Camacho, the defensive back for the Eagles, who pounce on the the Knights' fumbled snap there.
Opportunistic for the Eagles, opportunistic.
Christian Camacho.
And great to swarm on that mistake, make the most out of it. Would have loved to have come up with the ball, I'm sure, but they've got the Knights now backed up to a 3rd and 19. If they can get a stop here, they will really negate that turnover on downs they had to start the first half.
3rd and 19 for the Eagles here. Probably going to put the ball up in the air.
It's a receiver sweep. That is Royal, the transfer from Arroyo Grande. He is weaving his way near a first down, but not quite. He will not quite get there. He's about down at about the 35-yard line of the Eagles.
He definitely was able to bob and weave through a couple defenders there to get that big yardage. The Eagles are breaking out the Knights are breaking out the punter here, who's had some shaky punts that we've seen so far. We've seen some kickoffs out of bounds. We've seen some punts that have barely gone 10 yards, 15 yards in the one punt. So if the Eagles could get a big block here, or looks like they have nobody back.
Yeah, this is Marcois on the punt. There is pressure from the Eagles. And that punt was sailed out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. That was Isaac Mungia, the junior offensive lineman for the Eagles, applying pressure on that punt and perhaps rushing Marcois into a shorter kick. We've seen him boot some great kickoffs, some great extra points.
Well, the Eagles did what they needed to do. They got the stop. They got the ball. Tough field position again at the 20. Coach Hartman imploring his guys to get up and get some points here.
Parrott will start in the shotgun. He hands it off to Puga, who weaves his way through the blocking of his offensive lineman, and he will get a solid gain there on first down. Eagles having a little bit more success here running up the middle than they did in the first half.
Definitely, Coach. They've even been able to get up a couple yards here and there, where in the first half, most of their inside runs were zeros or negatives. So really, really good for the Eagles to start having some momentum.
Parrott takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, passes a little low for Potter. He is unable to snag it as the pass hits the grass. Now we have a 3rd and 5. Very manageable 3rd down here for the Eagles. Let's see what they do here. They've had kind of a mixed bag of play calls on 3rd down here. This time they will run with Puga. He is going to be close, but I think he's a little short of that first down marker. And yes, it will be 4th and short here. Decision time for Coach Hartman.
We got our eye on Coach Hartman right now. We see him looking across the field. Looks like the boys got their mask on. They're ready to go.
Potter seems to be fairly open on this side. Now the Eagles switch the play to the other side. St. Joe's recovers. 4th down, it is Puga. He fights his way for I believe a first down from where the referee is standing here on the near side.
Yeah, the line judge here is showing a first down, so we'll see if they continue with that call.
That's a 4th down conversion. It's been the Eagles' primary ball carrier tonight. Again, he had a stellar night a week ago, rushing for 266 yards and 3 touchdowns. Not quite as much room tonight, but he's been fighting hard for every yard against a very stout St. Joseph's defensive line.
You've noticed the Eagles, they do kind of a modified hurry up.
Definitely, we've seen that become more and more common, especially in the college game, the high school game. The modified hurry up, not quite the same as the famous Chip Kelly Oregon Duck offenses that were running at warp speed, but more of a hurry up to the line and then stand up and get the play call in from the sideline. So not allowing the defense to sub, but also taking time to get the right play call in as Parrott throws an incompletion out of the hands of Max Wolf, the junior tight end.
Yeah, I'm in the weight room every morning with Coach Hartman in the morning and the boys with the water polo kids, and I'll definitely do my best to convince Coach Hartman to go with the sign technique. I'm a big fan of Chip Kelly and some of the other guys that use all the pictures and signs.
You know, we definitely saw that at Cal Poly in the years I was spotting. They started doing that at some point, and a big hit on Parrott. Oh my, that was a big collision as he was trying to scramble Looks like he's okay as he gets up.
Yep, Max Parrott is able to stand up right away, and he's been hit with a couple big hits today, so really good job to battle through the adversity today.
I want to say that was Dylan Spies who initiated the big hit, forcing a 3rd and 6. Parrott in the shotgun, 3rd and 6 for the Eagles. They want a big play here. Rush coming. Parrott throws it up for grabs, and it is Potter, the intended receiver, but he is well covered. Pass is a little high. Once again, decision time for Coach Hartman. Looks like it is actually 3rd and 6 now. The scoreboard here on the last play was showing 3rd and 6 on the last play.
It looks like we got it.
But we are moving the ball up, and we have a first down for the Eagles, which may have been cause for that confusion there on the scoreboard. Parrott back to pass, moves to his right, and that is picked off by the St. Joseph Knights, and he is going all the way to the end zone untouched. Is Andrew Chechi, the junior, who now with his pick 6 has put the St. Joseph Knights and he is going all the way to the end zone untouched. To really put it up for grabs. And Chechi made a great play on it. Had a clear path to the end zone once he got his hands on that ball. The St. Joseph Knights, and he is going all the way to the end zone untouched to make it 42-7 here with 5:24 left in the 3rd. The holder for St. Joe's, I failed to mention his name, Noah Scarda. He's the senior holder here. He gets that hold down, and the kick is good once again. St. Joseph Knights, Marquez is perfect on the night. On those extra points, the Knights hold a commanding 42-7 lead. They look to be in mid-season form already, even though it's just the 2nd game of the year.
Yeah, the Knights have continued their dominance of the game so far.
The temperature is certainly dropping here. 52 degrees here on the Central Coast. It's pretty warm earlier today, a little warmer than forecasted. I think the forecasting called for a temperature of about 57 degrees at kickoff. It's definitely a little warmer with the sun in our eyes. It was definitely cooled off here, but the Knights have not cooled off as they hold a 42-7 lead here with 5.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter.
You think there's ever been a spring football game like this in the nighttime in the spring in the history of the Arroyo Grande Eagles, Coach?
I don't know why there would have been. I'm not really sure. I can't say with total accuracy, but I'm not sure why there would have been an official high school football game in late March here in Arroyo Grande, much less very many places. We also have high school football going on right now in full swing. We also have FCS football competing as well. Most of those schools in those conferences back in August opted to play their season in the spring. Keep mentioning the Cal Poly Mustangs. They are having their, I think, 6-game season right now.
Are they currently 0-2, Coach?
They are currently 0-2. They have a new coaching staff coming in. Really difficult situation with all the COVID. With the pandemic, shortened practices, not as much time to prepare. Hopefully they'll find their stride under their new coach. As Parrott takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Puga.
Yeah, currently right now at Arroyo Grande, we have all 22 sports playing at the same time. It's pretty wild. Coach Stephen Field, our athletic director, has done a great job of getting our district, getting our fans, getting our parents, getting our players in the pool, on the track, everything you can possibly think of. He's been able to navigate this year. Big shout out to him.
Drops back, throws it deep, and the pass sails over the head of...
This week being our first week, we had to do COVID testing, so football, water polo, and rugby, even though there is no rugby at our school currently.
Volleyball as well, I believe.
All indoor sports are also having to be COVID testing, so...
Fortunately, this week, the AG football team and the St. Joseph football team were not affected by the COVID testing, and that is Puga. He has got his best run of the night there. Great gain by Puga up the middle.
Big run by Puga. Here's the replay. Let's see what you think.
Fortunately, this week, the AG football team, got the Eagles near midfield here as they go hurry up now.
Can't get the replay.
Takes the snap. Hands it off to Puga. Once again, he has a good hole there. Weaving his way all the way to the St. Joe's 40-yard line. The two best runs of the night so far.
Good job. We'll show that replay again while they're getting lined up.
Football team and the
Here comes Puga on that replay that we saw just a minute ago. Busted through the center. Broken tackle.
And that is Puga. He has got his best run of the night there. And we have a timeout called by the St. Joseph Knights. I think that was a bit of personnel confusion, perhaps not wanting to get a penalty there. I think that may have been the cause of that timeout being called there, Coach.
Yeah, I think they were about to get called for 12 men on the field. I don't know if the Eagle quarterback was able to see it out of the corner of his eye, but definitely a big call for the Knights to help save that penalty.
Yeah, great timeout call by Coach Pepe Villasenor. To avoid any sort of penalty there.
Thanks, Kurt, for the replay liking. I put some time in today to figure out how to do a replay with OBS, and we're getting closer and closer to being able to master this program. And we'll keep live streaming. Both Coach Peterson and I, and hopefully Lucas have signed up for the next couple of games to keep the action brewing for the Eagles this year. So thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yeah, I think we've failed to mention our cameraman, Lucas Anderson. Shout out to him. He's doing a good job keeping your eyes on the action here. As we see a 1st and 10 for Parrott, who drops, deep drop back, now steps up in the pocket and will be taken down. That is... I believe that was Andrew Farrow, the junior for St. Joseph's.
Loss of 3 on the play.
Is a sack for the St. Joseph Knights. We got 3:50 remaining in the third quarter and counting. St. Joe's still holds a commanding 42-7 lead. The Eagles are at the Knights 41 as Parrott will hand it off to Puga. He will test the middle of that defensive line once again, and this time he is stood up.
Impressive job by Puga to get those legs turning to keep it moving. I think he's hoping for a football call there, but number 77 has to hand that ball back to the official.
That sets up a 3rd and 9 here for the Eagles.
Thanks everybody for the shout outs in the chat. Appreciate it.
Oh, and that is going to be a sack for the St. Joseph Knights.
That puts the Eagles in a tough 4th down right now.
I believe the last 2 defensive plays for the Knights have been made by number 54. I apologize, my roster that I have does not have a number 54 on there, so I'm not quite sure who that is. Parrott under pressure, throws, and that pass is a little high, but there is a flag on the play. The pass was intended for Max. Let's see what the flag Rodriguez here.
Knights have shown a few times of undisciplined on the defensive side, especially. I'm going to go, this could be the second unsportsmanlike conduct call here, assuming that's the call we're looking at.
It does appear to be against St. Joseph's as they're moving the ball up. I think they called pass interference on that one.
I didn't see the pass interference, but I'm trying to be a broadcaster and a director at the same time, so who knows what I'm seeing.
Parrott hands off to Puga, who once again gets a decent gain.
Sebastian Ramirez at the bottom of the pile for the Knights.
Eagles will regroup here for the 2nd and 4 at the St. Joseph's 20. Parrott hands off to Puga, who's in for the second time tonight. That's a decent gain. Parrott is in the shotgun. Back to pass. He has time. He throws wide. That is Wolf on the quick out route there on the far side. Decent gain, moderate gain of about a couple yards there, setting up.
Really crucial the Eagles get some points on the board here if they want any chance to get back in this game.
Parrott, shotgun, hands it off to Puga. He tries to find the edge. He does. He sprints now to the end zone, and it's a touchdown for Makai Puga and the Eagles.
Nice job of Makai Puga. Big run through. You can see on the instant replay, he cuts right.
He tries to find the edge. He does. He sprints now to the end zone, and it's a touchdown for Makai Puga.
Watch it one more time before this kick.
Great play by Puga. Great cut there. Great acceleration off to Puga. He tries to find the edge. He does. He sprints now to the end zone, and it's a touchdown to the goal line.
From the hold of Max Parrott.
We will line up here for the extra point.
Big shout outs for the Eagles going on in the chat over here. Appreciate that. Whatever we can do to implore the Eagles to make a comeback. Minute 50 left here.
Nico Ambrose will attempt the PAT here with 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Try and make it 42-14 with the Knights still having the advantage. Parrott will
Not sure what the holdup here is.
Parrott is a man of many hats here in this game. He's the quarterback, he's the punter, and apparently the holder.
The Eagles, they have a few kids that have, with the 22 sports going on at the same time. Let's do this kick first and I'll tell you more.
Kick is up and away, and it is good by Ambrose, and it is 42-14 St. Joe's, but the Eagles get into the end zone for the second time tonight. A couple great runs by the junior running back, Makai Puga. Kick is up and away, and it is good by third. It's the Knights 42, the Eagles 14. Coach, you were talking about how in this super season, as some are calling it, with all the sports going on at once, that a lot of athletes are.
So at the start of COVID, all the athletes were told they had to choose sports, and when you make them choose, it's tough. You know, especially with the shortened football season, I think some kids were looking into a full season for the spring sports. So we had a few of the Eagles. I think there is something like 6 Eagles that are playing baseball currently that are not on the football field. And with the rule change at the last minute of being able to play both sports, it was just a really tough decision for those poor kids that had to make that decision. And I feel for those seniors that were looking to have a football season that were forced to kind of pick. So hopefully changes will come.
I know we've got guys that are playing
kids that have
football and baseball at the same time, multiple sports on both sides today. A lot of the schools in our area on the smaller side are very reliant on their teams are very reliant on multiple sport athletes. This makes this super season all the more chaotic as we have a long horizontal kickoff return. Not so much moving forward, but moving all the way across the field. The teams are very reliant on multiple sport athletes. Gets to about the 18-yard line. Which makes this super season all the more chaotic.
It looks like we have a long that stiff arm technique that we talked about earlier.
Kickoff return.
Stiff arm.
Their teams are very reliant on multiple sport athletes.
Keep on moving.
This makes the super season all that to the 16. So St. Joe's will have difficult field position here to start their drive with 1:36 remaining in the third. Looks like we have a new quarterback, or perhaps that was a wildcat formation, as they call it at the NFL level. That was running back Oscar Magellan taking the snap and handing it off. We'll see if we get him back in to take that snap again. Looks like we may. Looks like Gillen Nickerson is on the sideline with his helmet on, but that is a big collision once again in the middle of the field. Now we have some pushing and shoving, some extracurricular activities. It looks like Nico Ambriz is involved for the Eagles, along with big number 77, Maximus Steinman. Little pushing and shoving after the play, after a big physical hit, a collision.
If the Eagles get a stop here, this set of downs, they got a really good chance to get themselves back in it.
Handoff is to Brett Burris. Still seeing snaps being taken by Oscar Magellan. He's mainly handing it off. As the third quarter will now expire. Saw some good action here in the third quarter. Eagles making some progress with their defense, making some progress with their offense, finally finding some rhythm in their running game. But the Knights still lead 42-14 as we will head to the final quarter of action here in just a few moments.
Thanks, Kurt, for the suggestions. We're really working on trying to make this better. The instant replay feature is not something I got to really test out today until I think I got it working at about 5:05 today, p.m. So excited that I got it to work. Over here on the visiting sideline, we have the St. Joseph Knight cheerleaders blasting their poor little speaker. Hopefully that speaker makes it through the day. But we got them. We got them in. Shout out to the St. Joseph Knight cheerleaders.
We are back already here. Quick quarter break. As the Knights, Brett Burris runs for a solid gain there, setting up a first down for the Knights. Probably see the Knights going to a pretty controlled offense here. Lots of running plays, probably not too much passing, trying to milk that clock as much as possible. With a 42-14 advantage, they'll try and put an exclamation point on this win and really run that clock down.
Yeah, when you're used to quarter breaks in the NFL and getting able to go to the restroom, we've got 5 minutes of commercials. It's a whole different ballgame in high school football. There ain't no messing around.
Yeah, there was not much break at all there. That is Maglon on the carry for short gain. Eagles will try and make a stop here, try and get the ball back. Try and get
this quarter, we're going to get a lot of what we talked about at the beginning of the game. 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
I agree, Coach. I agree. I think we'll see a lot of short running plays, trying to get first downs, but also trying to extend the drive as long as possible. here to try and take that clock down as far as they can. You can see that they are running the play clock, being very patient here, much different than how they started the game in that hurry-up offense. And now that is a great game. This is just perfect for the St. Joseph Knights. As Burris once again picks up a first down. They are down to the Eagle 29. But this is exactly what you want if you're the St. Joseph Knights. You're getting solid gains on every play, keeping that clock moving, not really breaking a big play. Really, they're playing the clock at this point, not the Eagles. Magellan's still out there taking snaps. He hands it off to Burris, who finds a seam, and he is off to the races, and he is taken down probably at about the 6-yard line of Arroyo Grande. I believe Nico Breeze was in on the tackle for the Eagles, as St. Joe's is threatening to score once again.
Looks like we had a flag on the play, though, Coach, so maybe...
Good eye, Coach, good eye. There was a flag.
Well, unsportsmanlike on the...
St. Joe's called for, I believe, their second unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of the night. We'll back them up.
Yeah, I think I've got my mute on the replay, so hopefully that'll work for the next replay. We'll see what happens. I think we're all a big fan of the replay. Hopefully I can get the sound figured out on the replay.
Replay is definitely a great feature to have here on the live stream.
And it'll be first and goal from that point.
So we are set up with a 1st and 10 from the Eagle 21 after the penalty.
Yeah, that was a big penalty. They were definitely in scoring.
It may end up being to the Knights' advantage to not score so quickly, though, here, as they can take even more time off the clock. You can see the clock running here, being very patient.
Definitely.
Offensive linemen standing up, now getting into their stance, making sure they're all set, and now the handoff. Another solid gain by Magellan. Brett Burris was the ball carrier. 2 running backs in there in the backfield.
Officials called for a timeout for themselves to chat here. How's this instant replay work? Is this one better? Sounding a little better?
The Knights will now have a 2nd and goal from their own, from the Eagle 13. Some late substitutions are being made.
Looks like the Eagles called the timeout there. Didn't quite see the official signal that. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. 4th quarter here.
Yeah, we don't have any communication with the referees, so we are pretty much relying on hand signals.
To be honest, I think the officials should be communicating with the live stream and only the live stream.
I agree, Coach. I agree.
Thanks, Kurt, for keeping us grounded over here.
The direct snap is taken by Magellan, and he takes it down inside the 10. We're down to about 8.5 minutes here in the 4th quarter as that clock continues to run. The Eagles have yet to touch the ball here in the 4th quarter. Knights have had a commanding and patient, long drive here. All running plays. They have yet to put the ball in the air on this possession.
Figure I'll give a big shout out and give you a heads up here. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and also donate to our AGHS Boosters Venmo.
Hit that subscribe button to AGHS Athletics. Whether you're a St. Joe's fan, an Eagle fan, or just a casual observer of this spring football season, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate every subscriber.
Yeah, the officials have definitely inserted themselves into this game here now. We went from 7 or 8 flags earlier to 12, 13, 14, somewhere in that range.
There's been a couple on this drive alone. St. Joe's is backed up once again. 3rd and goal, all the way back from the 13. And that is another direct snap. That is Oscar Magdalene taking the direct snap. Appears like we might have an offensive lineman shaken up, but he seems to be slowly getting up with the help of his teammates. That is Maximus Steinman, who play from on both sides of the ball in the trenches. We definitely appreciate the suggestions in the chat. We're definitely a work in progress here. This is the first time we've really live streamed the football game. We've done a couple water polo games, some baseball games, some volleyball. Ooh. The field goal attempt is nearly blocked. I think that is Koa Kopcho who nearly got to that one.
Here you go. This is a replay. You see him sneak around the edge and get right up there close. Man, that was close. Woo.
Yeah, he almost got his fingertips on that one, but the field goal is good, and the St. Joseph Knights extend their lead to 45-14 with just under 7 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, originally I was thinking that I would just get the time as the only thing I would have in the play-by-play, or the picture-in-picture box. But when I got here, I realized it also has the score, so we might even just figure out a different way to set this up completely, knowing that the scoreboard looks like that. Big shout out. Thanks everybody for helping us out to make this better for us next week. I definitely know the one thing that Coach and I are going to have to bring is a padded seat and a couple more jackets, because it's chilly tonight, folks.
Definitely, Coach. A blanket on the bleachers would have been a great addition tonight. Yeah, a heater would have been great as well. All right, here we go for the kickoff. The Eagles will touch the ball for the first time in the 4th quarter. That is Puga who fields the kickoff, trying to find a seam. He does. He breaks a tackle, and he is brought down. A hard-fought gain to the 34-yard line. Call it the 35. It's Puga, who has had some very solid runs here in the second half after being mostly bottled up in the first half. He's really found his downhill speed, breaking tackles now on kickoffs and runs alike.
You guys are making my heart flutter on the chat over here. Thanks so much. Glad it's working well today. Felt like we were had a good chance to make a good job of this today.
Barrett throws. It's a little short. I think they're going to call it a catch and down.
Pretty sure in high school you're not allowed to get back up.
Yeah, high school, college, once your knee is down at the ball, you're down. NFL, you can get up if you haven't been touched, but in high school and college, once you hit the ground, you are down. Handoff, and it is bottled up.
Tough going through the middle there today, really, for the Eagles. They've had a couple plays that have gotten off. I think they've gotten as much as 10 yards through the middle, but most of those plays through the middle have been really gobbled up by the size and the strength of the St. Joe's defense. Their interior linemen are no joke.
Yeah, they've been very solid on both sides of the trenches, offensive line, defensive line. We've got some really stout guys out there, deliver some good hits. And that is a pass intended
Damian Santos, the intended
For
receiver.
Damian Santos, the sophomore tight end, just out of his grasp.
Andrew Checky covering for St. Joseph. Bring up a 4th and 9. Whereas if you give it 34 yards.
Yeah, jump. You might keep that like a
Looks like we are going to have a timeout called by the Arroyo Grande Eagles. Coach Hartman will look over the strategy here with his offense with just under 6 minutes to play. Eagles trail 45-14, but definitely want to use these possessions to try and improve. As Coach was saying earlier, Coach Hartman is known for saying that his team gets better every game, and they're looking to do that. Here, even down 45-14, working to improve and get better and find that offensive rhythm.
Next week on tap for the Eagles is the Templeton Eagles. So the battle of the Eagles flying against each other.
I believe the Arroyo Grande Eagles will be traveling up north to face the Templeton Eagles up over the grade.
Yeah, that is correct. They will be traveling up north to Templeton. So we'll unfortunately be probably relying upon the Templeton live stream to get you guys the feed. So apologize, we will not be going up there. But we'll be back here in 2 weeks for the Eagles.
Fourth and 9 for the Eagles. Parrott will punt. That is once again blocked, and that's the second time tonight that the St. Joseph Knights have gotten to a punt. It looks like it was recovered by Dylan Spees. He might have been the one that tipped it as well.
Yeah, blocked. Caught from the guy on the backside there, one of the defensive backs maybe.
Yeah, I apologize again. I'm pretty sure that that was blocked by number 54, but I do not have a number 54 on my roster, so I'm not sure of the name on him. He's made a couple great plays tonight. I apologize for that.
Yeah, that was a big block. It's them great field position. I'm sure they're just going to run it a few times and kill this clock.
Yeah, with 5:50 remaining here in the fourth.
Eagles got a defensive issue over here on this near side.
We also have a St. Joseph lineman running on the field pretty late here.
What's the play? He's asking what's the play?
That is Mackay Sat. They've got plenty of time to snap the ball, though, and that's what they do. And that is Zachary Clift, like a lightning bolt coming in. He's made a couple great plays shooting out from that edge rushing position, making plays in the backfield.
Wants to check that big stop out again, watching the instant replay. Big stop for the Eagles right here. That's a big hit, almost a slam at the end. Boom.
Zach is hitting that backfield about as fast as he gets his world history assignments done.
One more time, comes through the middle, and boom, down. Trying to give my best John Madden impression with a boom.
Short gain on the play, tackle by
Isaiah Maycock in the block area.
Ulysses Chavez for the Eagles, freshman linebacker. Get some playing time here. Late in the game with 4.5 to go. St. Joe's breaks huddle. Patiently come to the line, survey the defense. Still sticking with this Wildcat offense. Oscar Magellan making no mistake that they are running the ball, not hiding it at all.
No need to hide it when you're up 45-14.
Great point, Coach. Yeah,
4 minutes left. All you're trying to do is get that clock to tick, 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 and get out of here without any injuries, and maybe get some kids some minutes. Really looking to keep her momentum for the next week for St. Joe's Knights.
Yeah, and they've been sharp tonight. Not totally sure who they play next week. We'll try and get that figured out. But football teams in the area are playing about 5 games or so this season. Very short, abbreviated season, but a lot more than we thought we were going to get a few months ago for sure.
Yeah, I'd heard that Templeton maybe was going to get a 6th game, but I think pretty much 5 is the standard. I think they got 6 weeks to play 5. Big run on the outside.
That was a good run by Bryce Pavlich. Nearly tackled in the backfield by Christian Camacho, but just missed him. And it's a great gain by Pavlich to keep that clock running.
St. Joe's Knights letting that clock tick here. Really one more first down and they can pretty much ice the game. Oh, looks like they'll start now.
Yeah, looks like they are taking a knee there. We've got just under 3 minutes to go. I believe they can take it all the way down here.
One of the officials must be keeping track of the play clock because we don't see one around the field anywhere.
Knights will take another knee. We'll go to 3rd down.
Maybe the Knights plan on just taking a knee and kicking a field goal and giving the ball back and calling it a game.
Yeah, they can take it down pretty far here, but not quite all the way down.
On the 15-yard line, 3rd down.
3rd and 10 for the Knights. Looks like they'll once again take a knee. We're now under 2 minutes to go. No 2-minute warning here in high school football. Or college football for that matter. Once again, the Knights take a knee. It'll be 4th down.
Well, 4th down here for the Knights.
Bring up 4th and 14.
We are quickly ticking down. It looks like the Knights are going to take another knee here on 4th and 14. Handing the ball over to the Eagles. With just over a minute left, we got 68 seconds to go here.
Let's say solid sportsmanship by the Knights to just take the knee there, don't kick the field goal, kill as much clock as possible, and allow the Eagles to have that last minute of the ball here. Will the Eagles also take a knee? Do you think they'll also give it a try? And, I mean, I know if I was playing Madden, I'd go for 4 Hail Marys.
And they probably work too.
Or, you know, you think about the pros, they're probably trying to go 4 Hail Marys and hope for a...
I could see Coach Hartman in this situation trying to get some more reps for his offense. St. Joe's might be trying to do the same for their defense, maybe getting a couple younger guys in there, trying to get a couple reps in for some guys that don't normally play or might be on the younger side. We'll see what the Eagles do here.
Yeah,
They'll take a knee.
I'm assuming the most local teams, this is the most amount of freshmen and sophomores they've ever had on varsity. Everybody's running with different teams. Small squads, just got what they can get. But great job to the Eagles tonight. Congratulations to the Knights on their win. Thanks everybody for joining us on the stream. Really appreciate you guys. And hopefully we'll keep getting better at the stream and go from there.
Yeah, it was a great fun night here of high school football. St. Joseph Knights with a commanding performance from start to finish. Really a battle of field position early on. A big couple plays there at the end of the half that Eagles had an opportunity to maybe get back into the game, but St. Joe's ended up putting an exclamation point on the half, and then we're able to add to it as the second half progressed.
Big shout out for Lucas Anderson for running the camera today, and big shout out for Russ Peterson calling the play-by-play.
Big shout out to Coach Allen on the color commentary and operating the chat and the camera, doing the job of about 3 or 4 different people here. It's been our pleasure to commentate during this game as we see the COVID version of sportsmanship here. I know for water polo we usually shake hands at the end of a game, but we've been pretty much just shouting out the name of the other team in respect and sportsmanship. Looks like football they are having a similar approach as to limit the amount of contact they have with each other as much as possible in these strange